and make the Lotus proud.
Alright. In this video, I'm going to show you how to first fight both versions of Vor. Both the hidden version of Vor and the reg version of Vor. So, the reg version of Vor, aka the reg SP version of Vor, will drop a random arcane on death.
I knew you couldn't resist your destiny.
Vor is a dangerous threat to the Origin system, and to you. He must be stopped.
He drops a random arcane on death, so arcane steadfast, arcane blessing, stuff like that.
Foolish Tenno, do you realize your Lotus has sent you to die?
You throw out these little electric grenades, which, if you're fighting hidden Vor, will do magnetic damage. Hidden Vor has a shit ton of attenuation and damage resistance. So what I suggest for him is something that hits hard. You can also just use Angstrom and one-shot him like I did. But if he ever patches the Angstrom thing, you want something that hits hard. Now, for me, since I'm doing reg version of Vor right now, I can just walk through these lasers without care. Because this is reg version of the SP4. But for the hidden version, you actually need to be good at agility, because it will fucking teleport you back every time you fuck up.
You and I were destined for this moment, Tenno.
See, he'll do this attack. And then he'll start doing that. And then you'll create out these turrets. Hidden Vor spams these attacks like crazy. Spams ability disable like it's no tomorrow. And also spams the shit out of magnetic. Now see, if I was fighting Hidden Vor, this would do magnetic. Oh, and also the platforms like this will do magnetic, and the platforms will switch from a platform you can stand on to a platform you can't.
Good work. Vor has plagued the system for too long. Stay focused.
Basically,
there's a heavy unit approaching. You are
Hidden
surrounded
Vor
by
is an
Marines.
entirely a agility test and a gear check. You either remember how to use things that aren't just fucking Mesmer Skin and Torrid, or you're gonna have a bad time. Because a lot of ability stable, a lot of magnetic, all that shit. Now you get a special glyph for soloing Hidden Vor, depending on frame. The glyphs are the following: Hildryn, Korra, Citrine, Atlas, Chroma, and Limbo. That's the Arcane Blessing. You can also get Steadfast from here too, which is nice. Among a few others. But Steadfast is the main one I really care about because it's pretty good. And they don't need to do the fucking Citrine mission for Steadfast. What is that, like a 4-minute mission? Oh look, 4-minute mission, you get like an Arcane Steadfast. Or whatever else Arcane. It's not bad. Yeah, see? Here's the Limbo Glyph. If I go to Premium, scroll down, there's the Hildren Accolade. I prefer using the Limbo one because the Limbo one, well, it's Limbo. The likelihood of people actually having a Limbo Accolade is very low. Because how much people don't know his fucking kit, and also how much people will most likely not know how to counter the boss very easily. So it's the more rare of the glyphs. It's more of the I have this kind of thing.
How the Tenno arm themselves.
Oh, that explains why my Stropha is doing less damage. I was using heal Stropha, not damage Stropha. Well, that'll come in handy anyway because I'm going in as an Aros. Alrighty. So, we're doing Hidden Vor now. Normally for Hidden Vor, you have to go around the map and look for the code. And find the hidden code. We will not be able to be doing that. In this video, I will be just writing the fucking code right there in front of you. What I suggest doing is when I write in the correct code, pause the video, take a picture of it, save it, so when you do fight this, there you go.
Captain Vor and his Grineer clones will be dangerous foes, Tenno. Proceed with caution.
Attack us and we will counter.
Probably not the best idea to fucking play Warframe when I first woke up, but it is what it is.
Move and strike. We have to win this.
Yeah, you can tell my reaction speed and aim is abysmal. But it is what it is. Not like it's gonna be really hard for me to kill Hidden Vor. As for why I'm going in Aros, I feel like it, and also I know it's gonna piss someone off, me going in Aros, because it's not Manta. How the fuck did you fight him as it?
Team is headed your way.
Let's go.
It's funny that my Neuros is tough enough to take on the Fragmented and the Apex tank. Solo too. Alrighty. So for the code, your first one, you want this symbol. Next one, you want this symbol. Next, actually no. You want the tornado. You want that symbol in the middle. You want that symbol right here. Then for this, you want this symbol. Actually no, you want this symbol. They look very similar. You do not want this one, you want this one. And then, finally, you want that symbol.
Foolish Tenno, do you realize your notice has sent you to die?
And
Is where you die, Tenno.
there we go. Alright, I'm not even fucking awake yet. So what I like about my Naros is I can be tired as fuck because I just woke up and still do a him boss like it's nothing.
You will be my trophy.
You want to use either an extremely hard-hitting weapon, or for this fight, just use a Angstrom and just one-shot him. Now, for this fight... Oh, fuck off. I missed that jump. Now, for this fight, as you can see, you cannot just, like, run for it like my Hild did. You actually have to be good at agility. And also, careful, you can clip the end, and then the end can end up fucking teleporting your ass back. Which is really fucking annoying. We'll wait for this to reset. Jump like that. Do that. And if it gives you one at the end there, you kind of just have to either latch to wall or react extremely quickly. I should have slid there, but I didn't slid. My instinct was to fucking wall latch to avoid it. Fuck. I clipped the fucking edge of the thing there. Fuck. Reset it like that. And let's go. See, I got to the end there, and then I'm like, oh shit, it's going to pick a random one and just fuck me. Oh, cool. And then I kind of panic. Cool. Well, there's no way around that one. I'm just going to get hit with that one anyway. Slide. 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 Jump. Okay, that was fucking horseshit. Fucking spawned one right as I was about to walk through. Slide. Slide, slide, jump this way, slide. Yeah. So if you get a wall like that, you're kind of fucked because you're just gonna get forced teleport back. There you go.
You and I were destined for this moment.
So you gotta be very good at your timing with your agility. I don't know why my camera is having a fucking heyday. It's just going where it pleases, apparently. Normally there are multiple stages to this fight, but I'm just going to skip it. Because the point of the video is more just to show you how the fight works. Like how to get to the boss and everything.
We can only hope this is the last we will see of Captain Vor.
There you go.
Stay focused.
So,
There's a
if you don't
heavy
want to
unit
use the
approaching.
Angstrom,
Marines
bring something
inbound.
that's very high damaging and good with attenuation. And I highly suggest Arcane Nullifier. And also to be very good at movement and to not stand still. Because the platforms will fucking move. He'll place magnetic beams on quite literally all the platforms. You gotta always be on the move. And also, always use your operator. But, if you're lazy as fuck, or just tired of fuck, or just can't be arsed, one of them, just use the Angstrom and just one-shot the fucker, and then extract.
Your will was greater. This is good.
And then what he'll do is he will drop the accolade. Well, he'll drop the accolade if you're using the corresponding frame and drops the accolade. If you're not doing it the frame. You and Ben dropped a Sandali for your ship. The Sandali for your ship is the Janus Key, which won't be very noticeable on most ships, so I use the tank cannon, and then I just use the Limbo Accolade, so it's like, so it shows I did both. Well, there you go. Now you know how to do both versions of Vor. Oh, would you look at that? Spider frame is uncrafting. Time to feed it to the fucking helmet. But yeah, as for other stuff in the this event, like Araxia and all that, the little scuttlers she spawns, the death scuttlers, you can actually kill those. I would suggest bringing something with a lot of AoE, so you can just get rid of those fucking things so people don't get their abilities nullified. Oh, that is the wrong Araxia. I almost fed my actual Araxia to the helmet. That would have sucked. But yeah. That's a little tip for you on that. Or I was gonna say also. Oh yeah, also for the Spinnerax, it does force slash on heavy attacks, so I would suggest going into a melee afflictions heavy attack build, because it does force slash on heavy attacks, and if enemies are hit with toxin, they detonate on death, dealing toxin. So I would go into a heavy attack build that is a toxin heavy attack build with afflictions, so you do slash and toxin. As for the new Scythe, it's basically Harmony 2.0. You can either do a light attack build where it spreads the shards, or you can do a heavy attack build where you spread the shards and then detonate them, and it hits like a fucking truck. As for the secondary, even though I don't have it crafted, I know how it functions. Basically, how it works is think of a mini ensnare, or a mini ripline, but you can throw it anywhere because it's your secondary. It grabs a bunch of enemies, tethers them together, and it just fucking yoinks them to that location. And the more multi-shot you have, the more enemies it grabs and the more enemies it pulls around. And you can easily like swap it, like you can make it bounce around the enemies. The tether. As for Araxia herself, even though on countless times the dev said in videos that nope, Summoner's Wrath doesn't work on her, they fixed that. Summoner's Wrath works on her. And so does the Summoner Arcane, but I don't really suggest the Summoner's Arcane because she's very cast heavy. And the Summoner's Arcane functions like Empower, so it's just better to run... It's better to run Augmented or Bellicose, because she has such a high health value in her 4 that you can instantly get max rank Bellicose. So either go with Augmented or Bellicose. Because all the Kamisato Arcane is just... It's just ability. So you're gonna like end up wasting your power strength buff a lot rather than actually benefiting from it. And also, you need to kill enemies in order for your summons to spawn. So, more times than none, you're not actually going to have the buff, period. So, just use this, and so instead of relying on this,
Operator, Ordis is picking up a distress signal.
use this instead.
Wait, no. It's just the
Or
corpse
just
having
use
their
fucking
wares
augmented.
Get off the emergency frequency.
Wherever the fuck it is. Yeah, augmented rundown. Just use augmented. Yeah, if we go to Araxia quickly. Well, it'd be better if I actually go to base kit Araxia because my Araxias have subsumes. It's Araxia. Come on, blind fuck Julian. Yeah, so you can also abuse the arcane, which gives you more power strength and also a final critical damage multiplier, while invisible because of her passive. And this passive can be infinitely refreshed due to her 4. We'll start with her 4. So here's her 4. Think of a toxic lash, but enemies fucking blow up every time they die. You also like can zipline across the map like you're playing Dying Light. Or Just Cause, best way I can describe it. Unfortunately, Araxia does not duplicate herself like she does in the fight. Yeah, so there you go. Increase maximum health and all that. You cannot melee while in her 4. Well, you can, but you end up doing your 1. If you remove your 1 for something else, you don't melee, period. Now this can instant kill shit, even Babu, as long as they're in the health weak point threshold. And then this is basically just ensnare, but if it gave damage vulnerability. The subsume version has a weaker radius. That's the catch. Is you get a weaker radius of it. And she also procs Archon Continuity, since she does a lot of toxins, so Archon Continuity is an instant install on her. Yeah, so she throws out these little darts, and then if you kill enemies with toxin, it will spawn spiders. And these little spiders will go around and basically melee enemies, kill them with toxin, make them blow up with toxin, all that. There you go. As for the weapon itself, you need 1 of each part for the whip, and you need 2 barrels and 2 blades. Well, not 2 blade looking items for the secondary. Like if we go, and then the scythe in Karnan doesn't really need that. You just grab its blueprint and craft it. See, you need a handle, you need a blade, and you need a string for the whip. And then for the secondary, you need a barrel and 2 gauntlets, which I've yet to craft the second gauntlet because I've been busy with other stuff. So I haven't got much time to hop on and play and do it. But I'll go in some rune marrow later on. As for the Simular Augment, it's kind of gimmicky.
What's on your mind?
Like
dreams?
if you want like a pure non AoE, then yeah,
You know it.
it's good. But at the same time, it's also like if you want a non-bouncing AoE, and you want just a pure rifle, use the augment. If you don't want that, don't do that. As for the event, well, to get the Signa, we actually just need to hit these percentages, and then you can get the Signas. Oh shit, I haven't done my Archon yet. That'd probably be something I should do. That'd be a smart idea. But that's not my priority right now with this video. This video is basically just the Vor thing and also everything else. Basically, update shit is the entire point of this video. So I'm gonna get that out of the way, and I'm gonna go do my Archon, and I'm gonna hop off and go to finish real life stuff, and then I'm gonna go grind for the last gauntlet. Alright. After this, I'm gonna discuss Valk's changes.
Break her control, or hers will be the only Duviri there has ever been.
So for the event, you have access to, well, all this, and then all the fucking arcanes. Except for the bronze arcanes of the Eidolons. Yeah, and then here's our, here's our other shop. This is where you get Araxia and her other stuff.
This is what there is. Remember, the Hermit's Hall.
Will you stop?
Now, if you go into Duviri for this, you aren't actually playing as Drifter, you're playing as your Warframe for all of Duviri. The only time you play as your Drifter is if you click the operator button. But you still have the randomized gear, so like if I click this, Bowman, Brahma, Hanoi Gamma Core, Zeki Prime, Corfel, all that, Meg, Octavia, Ash, Lavos, Neza, you know, all that stuff. Alright, on to the Valkyr. Now, if you've seen my Valkyr video, you already know how unkillable the Valkyr
Orders has been
is.
counting stars, operator. All accounted for.
So there's really no point in me actually talking about that.
Ready to kick.
But here you go. So here's the energy tank. The Ominari Valkyr. And then here's the Eclipse Valkyr. That's a lot of fucking armor before you even cast your 2 or your fucking 4. Or hell, even get the 75% damage reduction from Eclipse. That's a lot of fucking armor. I'm really not worrying much about armor with this because we're mostly in our 4, and our actual energy bar is this. And this. This is our actual light bar. Which, if you've seen my other Valkyr videos, yeah, good luck fucking dying. As for shards, obviously, melee critical damage 1, higher energy max, the more critical damage you get. Passive health regen. I just like passive health regen frames, it's always nice. It's just free health regen. Energy over effectiveness. Now, reason why the 2 corrosive stack shards, I know her claws don't proc it enough. That is not why it's there. It's because of ETA and EDA. And also Duviri. Some things your claws are not going to be used for in a fight. So what are you going to use? your fucking guns. And due to me having Nourish, those weapons now armor strip. Also, some weapons are just better with corrosive, period. So even if I'm not using my Nourish build, it's free armor strip when I'm doing ETA and EDA and all that. And I feel like using a gun. Here is the pure corrosive build. Now, what you can also do is just put fucking corrosive here with exposure. And then you can just swap this out and make this viral, and then you do viral and corrosive. You could do that. Here is the influence build, which I know a lot are gonna be like, oh, but influence doesn't actually proc that often on her. You would think, but you'd be surprised. With this stacked up, it procs a lot. And then here's the viral version. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's the Valkyrs. I was gonna say. Brain shit the bed. Oh yeah. Now remember, as for the augments of the update, they're mixed. The Jade augment is more of a gimmick. If you enjoy the aug, use it. But as of effectiveness, it's more of a meme build. Yeah, it can kill. Yeah, it's strong. But compared to Jade's actual weapon, you're not going to be doing much. Unless you slap Roar on her and then you throw her fucking orbs everywhere and everything. That's about it. That's about it. If you really want to benefit from the Jade Beam Aug, use Roar. Now, for Citrine's Augment Prismatic Companion is really, really good. You increase your gem's duration, you place it on an enemy. Well, not an enemy, you place it on a mobile companion, so anything that isn't a sentinel, and it goes around. Now, if you're doing the mecha set, you hit stupid hard. And when I mean stupid hard, I mean like fucking damage cap levels. I would suggest watching Codex's build on. Actually, in fact, I'll leave in the description of this video Codex's build on it. Really good.
Operator, were you visualizing
Take a look at that.
bloody battle?
Me too.
As for Kalervo's augment is also really fucking good. It fixes his survivability issues. Well, not more survivability issues. He was already pretty tanky if you know how to use them. It's just now you don't need to fucking spam his tube. You just click it and you forget it exists. As for name of that augment, Volatile Recompense. Makes it so much easier because now, on my Kalervo build, rather than having Guardian Grace, which I used to have, I sacrificed Grace. Well, I didn't sacrifice it, I just removed Grace, and now I run Bellicose. Because he has such a high health pool, that health pool is converted into more strength. Now, onto the Caliban Augment. Caliban Augment, really fucking good. If you've not seen my video on it, definitely look at it. It's really fucking strong. You don't even need Nourish or any damage buffer. You just group everything up with it. How it works is you hit your one, you spin, and anything crowd control vulnerable gets grouped up into a little ball, your mortar sentients turn, look at it, and start firing extremely fast and proccing a shit ton of electricity. Now, if you pair it with Jade Eyes, it gets really stupid because enemies are clumped into a small ball, they can't move, they are fucking slowed, they are armor stripped, and they just get nuked. You know what? Actually, I'll just show you quickly. Though you can just go watch the video. I'll just show you quickly here too. And I'll just end the video on that because I've already mentioned everything of the new update. Except for, well, new player stuff. Like, now, new players are a lot easier to get to New War. New players are a lot easier with junctions, yada yada, stuff like that. You can go read the patch notes or go look at multiple other videos that focus more on new player content and that. I don't really memorize all the new player stuff because there's so much of it and it's just not my interest to cover on this channel, so go to somebody that actually covers that. And will give you a much better in-depth detail about the changes. Yeah, case in point, this augment's really fucking good. Like, this augment is really fucking good. It is really fucking good. This aug. Another thing about Clervo is due to volatile recompense, what you can do now is you can also equip the arcane that spreads viral every time you get Overguard. There, look, my Clervo's aim max rank, yeah, I'm already at 63% of Bellicose. That's really fucking good. That's a really good change to him. Like, that aug is, a huge quality of life. Like, fucking huge. But yeah, as for the spinner axe, I'll just show you, it's... You can either prime with viral. You can either just prime with toxin and then just do a basic melee influence build. Or you can do a heavy attack afflictions build, like I am. And then not only do you guarantee the toxin explosion, you guarantee a slash. You guarantee slash and you guarantee a toxin effect. Just also going into like a blast build with this because you can do tox and then blast and then shit fucking blow up. But yeah, there you go. that's the build. That's all it is. Like, so you can do like a Toxin Blast build and then really expedite the blast procs with afflictions. And then there's the Lavos build, which is just influenced what I get from Electric, and then this is the Toxin Primer, where it's like Sarin or Citrine and that. The normal stuff. That's all it is. Alrighty. Time to show off the last thing, which is the Phalas and Araxia herself, and then that is my cue to end this recording and hop the fuck up. I know I got sidetracked. I was gonna do the I was first gonna go shoot a vent thing, and then I was gonna do the Caliban thing and all this other shit. But I might as well just get all the update stuff that I can memorize in one video. And I know at the very start it's gonna be fucking Vor, but hey. Rather than me making multiple fucking videos, I might as well just squeeze it all into one. Good enough. Like, it's a pretty good weapon. I'd definitely say go get it. Here it's Evos. There you go. There you go. There you go. Though I'm more preferring the range, the attack speed. And then there's the build. Alrighty, now for Araxia herself. Now for my build Araxia, if we go with Sobek quickly, because she's really good with Sobek. I know, fucking shocker. I know, what a shocker. She's good with Sobek. There you go, now you have all the little scuttlers around, you can latch on to shit like that. If you're wondering what my Araxia is supposed to be a reference to, it's supposed to be a reference to Grim Fury from Hollow Knight. Okay, they'll go around, they'll do Toxin, they'll do Corrosive. They'll also do Viral. It's a very tanky frame. Also have her armor strip version from Jade Eyes that you can do. And so you can have like Jade Eyes that completely armor strips things that aren't fucking able to be armor stripped or corrosive, so status capped enemies. It also shield strips, which a lot of people don't think about. So again, on enemies that cannot be fucked over by your toxin abilities and your corrosive, guess what? It solved that. I was gonna say, you also have the damage vulnerability from Rest and Rage. Also known as Common Frenzy. And this damage vulnerability is spread as the spiders go around killing shit. Most builds are into entirely a summoner build, or entirely a weapons buffer, but realistically it's better to build her into both, because then you get the benefits of your weapons getting buffed, and you also get the benefits of your spiders going around priming everything, which then buffs your shit even more. So yeah, there's that. Also, right before I go and I hop off now I'm at the end of the video and everything, quick little heads up, every single time Borrow arrives, he will have a loot box. I will keep in the description a thing that tells you all the items he has in his loot box, and also there's an ambassador buff in this update. Alright, that is everything. Enjoy the update. You have a good one. And thanks for watching.